Hello, Jennifer here, and I wanted to talk to you about the power of intention. And intention is something that we kind of send it out there. And these chairs, for example, are one of those things that I was having my kids over for my birthday dinner. This was 2 Saturdays ago. I had the table that doubles as my desk, and it's a nice big table, and that I manifested for $200 less than a table that I saw in a consignment shop locally. So here's the thing that I will tell you, is that the more calm that we are, the more grounded that we are in our bodies, the more that we lovingly accept ourselves and we sit in trust. We trust ourselves, we trust the world, we trust that things will work out no matter what happens out there in the world. Things will work out, they always do. And this is the way I live my life, and I've been living my life this way for a long time, since 2012. So an intention could be used for, well, my intention is for my relationship with my daughter to be healed, and I would write that down in a journal, and that happened. I can pray for other people to be healed, or my intention is for us to have peace on this planet, peace within our government, peace within the people of our countries, that everyone is safe, feels loved. I mean, so all of these different things are intentions. But what I will tell you, I'll specifically focus on the chairs, because so I had a table, and the table I bought so that my entire family could sit around the table, come to my apartment, and feel comfortable, and feel like, oh, this is home. We're coming to Mom's home for a home-cooked meal. That's what I wanted. I didn't want my family to be sitting at TV tables. I haven't had a table for quite a number of years, and I have been, making do. It was great for me, but when my whole family comes to dine, I want them to be able to sit at one table so we can all share in conversation and love and, have card games at the table. So that was my intention. And I easily found a table, brand new table, for $500. This table is solid wood, rosewood, made in India. So that came easily. But things have been coming easily. I needed a vacuum, and I didn't want to spend money on a vacuum, and so I didn't order it. I would like to have a vacuum. And my son was moving, and he goes, "Here, Mom, do you want this?" And he gave it to me. So that happened easily. I needed a toaster. My daughter gave it to me for her birthday. But before that, I needed chairs, and I had come to the conclusion that I couldn't shop at a particular consignment store because there was a little thing that went down where the clerk was rude to my son, and we all left, and we didn't buy the table that was there. Well, I was saved from buying a used table that wasn't solid wood and found something better. You see how things happen. Everything's always working out for our best. And so because the clerk was rude and that we all walked out, I thought that I should never go back there. And so, you know how they say never. So the Wednesday before my birthday, my guide said to me, "You need to go by the consignment shop. It's within walking distance." And I kind of laughed to myself, because I do make myself laugh when I make statements to myself, because, there's always a higher plan. And, we have a lot more fun in life when we have the ability to laugh at ourselves and the way we think. And so I love myself, and so laughing at myself is not ridicule. It's more like, Oh yeah, you thought you know better than God. Well, that's not true, right? God always knows better. So I had a lot to do. I had to go get my license plates for my car, my plates for my car, because I've moved to Colorado. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I should go after. And my guide said, no, go now. Go before you go to the DMV. So I walked in, not knowing what to expect. And I look around, I kind of scan the room, and I saw a lamp, but I spotted these two chairs. And I have, my colors are like a dark plum purple, green, which you can see this desk over here. It's a solid oak desk that's been repainted. And, a maroon, there's some blue and green, and of course there's turquoise in my artwork on the other wall. So I saw these chairs and I went, wow, and I looked at them, and the price on the chairs for the two chairs was less than what I paid for one chair, also secondhand. And so I went, okay, I want the chairs. And I knew better than to say I'll come back later, because the chairs were hot. I knew they were hot, and I had to have them. So I paid for them. I said, I will pick them up tomorrow. But I also found a lamp. That lamp, I think you can sort of see it, maybe. The lamp, yes, you can. That lamp, there was one other thing. Oh, pillows. So then I found two Pottery Barn pillows that were the same color green. But the interesting thing about these chairs is, so I brought them into my place, and one of my kitties, I don't know, can you see? Yes, you can see her. She's right here. Chloe is almost 20, and because I moved from Ojai, and I was going across the country, I let go of just about everything I owned. I let go of furniture, I kept paintings, I kept my bookshelf, but everything else I let go of. My bed, I kept my sheets, but that was it, So Chloe, cats become attached to a place, and there was really very little that I brought here that smelled like home for her. Well, she found the storage unit, my storage closet, and she was sleeping on a bag, not a plastic bag, but a cloth bag, what do you call it? Well, it's kind of like a suitcase, that is something I traveled with. I used it a lot, and it was given to me by my daughter-in-law, and I had put that bag on the shelf. Well, Chloe was sleeping on it because it smelled like home. So for 3 months, she has slept in the closet until I brought these chairs home. And all of a sudden, all the cats, oops, hello, what happened there? Blossom just fell off. All the cats were excited about these chairs. I don't know why, but energetically, they liked them. And cats are very intuitive. And next thing you know, Chloe's sleeping on the chair, and she hasn't gone back into the storage room to sleep since that time. So the intention that I had, back to the intention, was that I would find some chairs that would be great around the dining room, that everyone could sit comfortably in. That was my intention. And that they would go with my colors. I would have been fine with wood, but I was thrilled to have upholstered chairs because they're infinitely more comfortable. So the calmer our mind is, and the more focused that we are on what we want, and we're not going back and forth, oh, I want wood, I want upholster, I want wood, I want upholster, I want a guy, I don't want a guy, I want a guy, I don't want a guy, I want a woman, I don't want. Do you see what I mean? When we are going back and forth between what we want and what we don't want, the universe throws the hands up and goes, well, we can't serve them today, on to the next that is clear. So when we have clarity in our mind and our heart and mind, heart and mind are aligned. You know what you want, and you think about it, you put your intention out there, and you feel it in your heart. I wanted something for my family. I felt it in my heart. I wanted my family to be comfortable at my table. And they just showed up. So I don't know how long those chairs have been sitting in the shop, but the fact that my guide said, go now, I knew they hadn't been there long and they were going to be sold if I didn't go immediately. So we need to trust the intuition that we get, and we do so when our mind is quiet. When our mind is quiet and not full of fear and chatter and, oh, I don't know what I want, I don't know what I feel. Knowing who you are and what you desire is paramount to have what you want. You know, I'm about to recreate a course for coaches and healers. And I was just going to repurpose what I already had. And my guides, you know, they kind of gently nudged me. You're different now. It's a year since you created that course. You're in a different place. Your vibration is higher. So I'm just getting these little bits and pieces of information. How would you like to serve humanity? Do you want to serve humanity from a place a year ago, or a place of higher purpose, more definition, and completely aligned? What we intend is what we create. Our intention is something that we just kind of floated out there, sort of like a mantra. Like, you know, this morning I woke up and I sort of put the intention, I really would like to see my son David and his wife this weekend. Floated it out there. I'm not wavering. I'm not going back and forth about, well, maybe I'll go somewhere else, maybe I'll travel. No, I'm not wavering. So the act of being grounded in who we are, loving acceptance of who we are, knowing what it is we want in our mind, heart connection. This is the alignment I'm speaking of. I'll see if I can tell you a little story about when I wasn't aligned. People say aligned, and I don't think they understand what it means. If we feel in fear, we cannot be in alignment. If we feel like a victim, we cannot be in alignment. If we are experiencing drama in our life, there is no way in heck we can feel aligned, because we're not grounded. When there's harmony in our heart and mind, when we feel loved, we're not looking for anyone else to do something for us. We're not trying to manipulate anyone or be passive aggressive. We are in alignment with our mind and heart. Knowing who you serve, who is your client if you are a coach or healer. Knowing what your purpose is. Now there was a time when I was trying to please everyone, you know, trying to make everybody feel like I could help them, because I was afraid there wasn't enough business. and as you know, as we evolve, we become more in tune with not just who we are, but who we're here to serve. And then there comes this peace and calmness within us that we know and trust we're always taken care of. And no matter what's going on in the world, we are always taken care of. I know that. It's beyond faith. It's a knowing. Everything always turns out okay for me. It always does. Even when it looks like it's not. even when at first my feelings are hurt. Oh, I'm supposed to not look for validation from anyone else anymore. I don't need it. Oh, that was for my highest and best. That's to make me grow. That's to raise me to a different level. When we recognize that that's what's happening, we're constantly being lifted, constantly being placed onto higher ground with each thing that we learn. And as long as we continue to learn and grow, the universe will support us. But when we sit in fear and we feel like we're not enough and we don't love ourselves and we don't think we're good enough, and who's going to pay attention to little old me? When I wrote my first book, I didn't know if anybody'd read it. I didn't know if anybody would want it, but I did it anyway. I knew I was supposed to do it. So back to intention, because I know I'm digressing, but I felt like I needed to share many truths today. There's so much happening on our planet. I don't have a television anymore. I don't even own a radio. I listen to Sirius music, S-I-R-I-U-S, I think it is. I stream it. There's no commercials. I don't watch the news. All of this allows me to be sovereign. I am not feeding myself with that frenzy of media BS that's out there. I am only tapping into the truth of my being, and when I meditate, God's always with us. And my guides too, they're always with us. So they share what I need to know. I'm on a need-to-know basis. And that helps to keep us calm. We don't have to be on social media. We don't have to watch the news. All of those things can be like a bombardment of our energy field. So being calm, in a state of harmony, knowing who you are, loving who you are, warts and all. We all have flaws and faults, and unconditional love means that we love ourselves, good, bad, indifferent, all of it. And what we start to find is that the more we love ourselves, the better we are. So it's not a matter of, well, I'll love myself if I lose the 40 pounds. I'll be happy when I have a partner. No. Have the intention to be happy now. I'll be happy now. I'll be at peace now, no matter what. With all this unrest, we don't know who's going to be the president. Well, some of us do. And we have to trust it's all going to be okay. We are okay. So intention, what is an intention? Intention is I would like to have some chairs for my dining room table that are comfortable for my family. That was my intention. I would like to have a lamp that is not a piece of crap. Because I looked at all the stores, the Ross, the Marshalls, and they were crap. I let go of better stuff in California. I was like, no. I deserve something better. I don't even know how much I paid for that lamp. I think it was $33. And it's heavy. It's solid. My table is solid. Intention is what we want. It could be what we want to happen. It could be a goal. And I have an intention for my business. I've held it for some time. Eventually I'm going to be certifying coaches in my methodology. I don't know what the name of it's going to be just yet, but this has been coming for some time. So we have to know when it's time to announce. We have to know when we keep things to ourselves. You know, I am not going to be doing personal coaching for too much longer. I am only going to be doing groups. Why? Because my intention is to reach millions of people. And doing it one-on-one, I'll be dead before I do that. There's only so much time in the day, and I don't want to work that hard. My intention is to enjoy life, enjoy my family, have fun. My intention is to enjoy nature, enjoy my animals, have a good time, whatever I am doing, and love what I do when I'm working so it doesn't seem like work. Those are my intentions. My intention is to have a technical support team, which I'm building right now, that takes care of all the things that are too hard for me so that I take those off my plate. I delegate the things I'm not good at. We're good at certain things, so I'm staying in my wheelhouse. I'm focusing on the things I am good at. And then there's enough of me to go around. Does that make sense? I hope this helped. My intention for you is to be happy, joyous, in alignment with the truth of your being so that you feel amazing every day, doing work you love. I love you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I know this was sort of long-winded. It was great for you to be here with me. I appreciate you. So a big love and big hug to you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Don't be in fear or worry about what's going to happen to our world. Are we going to have a civil war? See that? You're putting energy in a place that it doesn't need to be. I know lots of people are talking about that. I focus on what I desire. My intention is that our house will be in harmony. When I say our house, I mean our world will be in harmony. Our countries, I'm not talking about just the U.S., that the U.S. will be in harmony, that Canada will be in harmony, Scotland will be in harmony, the U.K. will be in harmony, Russia in harmony, Switzerland, France, all in harmony. That's my intention. We're all going to be okay. Sending you lots of love. Mwah. I love you. Have a beautiful rest of your day.